Hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast, Flowering into 5D. Today I have an amazing friend that I feel like I've manifested this friend. I don't know how it happened, but we're friends now. We're best friends now. And I'll I'll tell you a little bit about Liron before we get started. So she is a holistic health practitioner who specializes in energy healing. She's a strong believer that your thoughts, beliefs, energy, and body are all linked. What if you could heal your body by healing your thoughts and realigning your energy with source? When we remember who we are and where we came from, we can remember why we're here and where we're going. I'm snapping for that. I love that, love that, love that. Yes, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I don't remember exactly how we started talking, but we just did. And then we were
I
like,
know.
this all of a sudden we're best friends. And then I was like,
Yeah.
hey, you should be on my podcast. And I'm like, not even joking. When I read your intake form, I was like, did I write this? Like, it was so bizarre, like in the best way.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's very magical. I think what happened was you posted something on a group and I just gravitated towards the energy. I was like, ooh, hi. Just I love this post. That's all I said. And then we started talking and here we are. And it's like when you meet a soul family member, you're like, there you are, halfway around the world, and we've never even met in person. And this is actually the first time we see each other in virtual person. But yeah, it just feels easy, effortless.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. And yeah, like I was telling my husband about you, and I'm like, yeah, she's like my best friend. He's like, what? Who? I was like, yeah, just my best friend, Liron. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, she's my soul fam, and he's like, don't say soul fam. I was like, no, I'm saying soul fam.
Yeah, I say so, fam. Why not? Hey, when you know, you know.
Exactly, exactly. He was like, it's kind of like corny. I was like, I don't care. I love it. I was like, I only
Yeah.
use fam for soul fam. Like I don't say like, oh, my fam over here, but like it just for me it just fits.
Yeah, same. I was telling my boyfriend about you, and he's like, "How did you know? How do you know her?" I'm like, "Oh, just it's serendipitous, you know. It's like a universe put us together, and then we're just friends now. And now we're best friends because we just agree on things. And it's not that we agree, like we see things in the same kind of lens, so it's easy to connect and go deeper. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about too. There's a bunch of awesome topics to
Yes.
discuss.
Yes. So actually let's get right into it. So I mentioned in the introduction that you specialize in energy healing. Like tell me more about that. Like what exactly is energy healing and why is it important?
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit of my history of how I came to work with energy. So, I immigrated to Canada when I was 7 years old. And around that time, coincidence? I think not. I started getting serious anxiety, like to the
Mm,
point where my mom would take me to the hospital and to the doctors every other week because I had such bad stomach pains and like I just couldn't function. I was just too anxious. Um, and she realized, okay, if I continued down the path of Western medicine and going into the hospital system, then I'll just end up on a lot of medication because they didn't know what was wrong with me.
mm,
So my mom, the amazing woman that she is, decided, okay, what else can I do? And she started venturing into the world of, okay, I'm asking the universe now. I need the
mm,
universe to help me, guide me to where I need to go. And she found Reiki. And Reiki is energy healing. It is universal source energy that really helps to heal the body, heal the spirit, heal the energy. And she started doing Reiki on me at age 7. And it helped. It just helped. I would fall asleep with her doing Reiki on me, and I would be able to sleep through the night and function a little bit more. So as the years went on, I decided I want to learn Reiki. I learned it when I was about 19 years old. And there was something about it that you know when you know something and you're like, wow, this it just feels like a deep knowing, a remembering of the soul. That was
Mm,
what it was like for me. So I started working with that a lot. I did up to right before the master level. So there's three, or it depends on who you learn it with, but there's three levels of Reiki, and then there's the master level where you can teach it. So I learned right before it. I think today I'm like starting to wonder and like tune into, am I ready to go and like take on that role, that responsibility of being a master? In
mm,
today's world, I mean, not saying anything bad about anyone, but a lot of people just go from level one to level master and they just want the certificate and I'm done and I'm a master now. And I'm like, to
mm.
me, it feels more of it's an alignment of the soul. And are you ready? Are you there?
Yeah.
There's no pressure. There's no, it's not even about a certificate. It's about aligning your energy to that frequency of master level. Anyway, so Reiki. And I also dabble. Actually, I also facilitate. It's called Access Consciousness. It's becoming a worldwide thing. It's working with consciousness. It's asking questions and energetically becoming more aware. And the more aware we are, the more choice we have. And the more choice we have, the more possibilities we have to choose the life we actually want. And I say dabble because um, I kind of go in and out of it because sometimes it's like, okay, you really need to bring yourself into the question. And for me, I'm all about the answer. So it's like,
Mm,
I really need to shift my mindset. So I kind of go in and out of it. But I absolutely love it. And when I love something, I share it because I know if it works for me, it can work for you, it can work for anybody because I am so in my head, girl. I think all the time. Can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. Right? I know it's the same for you. I know because you're like me, exactly like me. We're great mirrors to each other. So yeah, that's my specialty is in energy work because it just makes sense to me. It's like a language. It's
mm-hmm.
like turning the mind completely off and just going into a realm where energy is just dancing all around you. And you're like, okay, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening here? So in a session, for example, what I often do is like I would connect with someone energetically. I would just touch their shoulders to connect my energy with theirs. And then it's like their energy is meeting my energy. And now we're like, okay, so we acknowledge each other's presence. Now we can just rest knowing that I'm a safe space. I'm here to hold space for you. And then let's just have a conversation. My energy to yours, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it cuts all the layers of the mind trying to figure out what's happening. What am I feeling? What am I experiencing? No, energy just knows. So that's
Yes.
why I always gravitate towards that. It's truth.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah.
love that. And actually, you told me about access consciousness, and I was curious, and I got one of the books. Many there was many books actually, but one of the books written by I think it was the not the co-founder, maybe it was the co-founder. It wasn't the main guy. If that doesn't, I know that
So
resonates
it
with
was
you.
probably Dr. Dane here.
That's
What was
it.
the name of the book? Do you remember?
I just started it. It's called Embodiment: The Manual You Should Have Been Given When You Were Born.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, that's a good one. That's a
I
good one.
was.
And
Yeah.
just to give a little note here, there's a
Yes.
book that one of the first ones that he wrote. It's called Being You, Changing the World.
I got that one as
I
well.
highly, oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because this one was a game changer for me.
Yeah.
It's got so many tools and it really like sets you on this perspective of like, oh shit, okay, I can actually live the life that I want and here's how to do it. Um, I know a lot of people, a lot of gurus, I don't really like that word anymore because I don't know what it even means anymore today. But there's a lot of different points of view about, let me show you how to live the life that you want. And
Yes.
I'm sure there's some truth to all of it, you know. It's really just the basics, like change your perspective and learn how to change that. Sorry, but I had cut you off because you were talking about the book, and I want to know how you like how it's landing for you.
Yeah, so far really good. Like I said, I just started it, like literally just started it today. But one thing that I really loved so far is just about using muscle testing to just like follow what your body is saying, like, and what it wants and what it doesn't want. Like, this is, I've noticed that recently, like, muscle testing has been coming up a lot for me in a lot of different things that I've been looking at. I've been looking at it through theta healing. I've been looking at it through the emotion code or the body code or, whatever it's called. And now this came up as well. And I loved the idea of just like using it for like, hey, body, do you want this? Yes or no? Because
Yeah.
like it's just awesome, like, and even this evening I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I was like, hey body, do you want some salad? And it was like, yes, like it did like the lean forward. And then I was like, how about some pizza? And it was like, no. And I was like, oops, sorry, we're having pizza anyways. Like
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay
yeah,
to say, okay, I hear what you're saying. I unfortunately can't give you what you're asking for right now, but I heard you. So next
yes.
time I will ask you when it's time to make the plans and like accommodate what you're asking for. But it's taking that first step. That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Love
because I
that.
really think like muscle testing is so powerful and I just love like finding out all of these different ways to like integrate it into our lives and like just like to be honest with you, I haven't like fully muscle tested anybody recently, like anybody else, but I've like just been like muscle testing myself and like messing around and it's really like given me some good feedback. I'm like, okay, nice. This is good to know, good information for me. So yeah, if anybody's listening that's like, I don't really know anything about my body or what it wants, I'm like, start doing some muscle testing on yourself. The lean forward and the lean back. There you go.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Actually, it's so powerful that connecting with our bodies. We're so, I mean, I'll speak for myself, okay? I'm like, I used to be just here. This is me. My
Yes.
mind is me.
You already know. Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then when you're like, oh, wait, there's all of this other stuff. My vessel doesn't end here. It's all of this, and all of it is conscious and all of it is alive and all of it can talk to me and all of it can give me information if I ask it. It's like, whoa, wait a second. That's a whole new world now. So
That's
that's
awesome.
access consciousness. So there, within the access consciousness world, there's the core class, which is access bars.
Hmm.
Now the bars are there's 32 points on the head. I like to think of it like energetic acupressure or acupuncture. There's no needles, and I'm not like pressing hard or anything, but like it's a very gentle. I'm energetically touching, connecting energetically and discharging the energy that's stored in these points. So, what are
Hmm.
these points? They're associated to different areas of our life. All our considerations, our beliefs, our thought processes of how things are or how they are because we believe that they are this way, because maybe we were born or like we learned it from our families. I'll speak about like money, for example, right? It's a big one for everybody, pretty much,
Hmm.
myself included. Like I grew up in a family like we had money, right? We used to go, I have two brothers, so we were a family of five and we would go traveling every year, so we had enough money. But in my household there was always stress about we don't have enough, we don't have enough, we don't have enough. So I grew up thinking I don't have enough, I don't have enough,
Hmm.
I don't know how to make enough because I don't have enough. And I'm like, okay, so clearly I bought this from my parents, right? Because
Hmm.
not everyone believes this way. It's not the fact. It's not the truth for everyone. It's just my truth because that's how I learned it. So if I learned it, I can also unlearn it because it's not serving my life. It's not serving my highest good to think this way. So knowing that, becoming aware of that, now I can start thinking, okay, so if this isn't how I want to live, what else is possible? How else can I perceive my relationship with money to create a different outcome than what has been in the past? So that's one bar. There's 31 other bars all kind of coming together to help you bring more awareness in the different areas of your life. So that's like the core class. And then we have foundations classes, a 3 day body class. That's what I did recently in June.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about connecting with the body. So that kind of brings back the conversation of like connecting with your body. This class is a 3 day intensive of like really connecting with the body, asking the body what it needs and giving it to it energetically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's very nourishing for the body. Um, but at home, for anyone who's listening, start by asking your body, hey, just hi, just say hi, introduce yourself to your body. When was the last time you just held yourself and you said, I love you, body? In
Yes.
this world, it's always like, how can I change this part of myself? We look in the mirror and we're seeing all the things that we don't like, but
Mm-hmm.
it's us. It's us. It's our vessel. If we don't love it, who will? We have to love it the
That's
most.
exactly it. That's exactly it. And you know what? It's so like it's so backward, not even backwards. It's just so messy, like how women are like taught like, oh, shame, you're not good, you'll never look good. Even like, you have a baby and it's like after 6 weeks, like, why isn't my body back to normal? Like, I mean, by the time I had my daughter, I wasn't thinking this way, but I mean, so many women are, and it just breaks my heart because it's like the body is not like just a piece of art and no like I mean it is, but I mean it's not like something that we need to like constantly change and make better and everything. It's like just be okay with it because it's literally getting you through this life. Like that's it,
Yeah.
like we need to be there for it and love it like you said and just support it and like be okay with it, like having like
Yeah.
not a perfect body or something like
Yeah.
I started with an eating disorder when I was like 11, like, and I had this like such like negative image of my body and my mind. And oh, it's so this, that. And I would just stare in the mirror for hours. Like, I mean, I can't go back in the past and I don't want to, I'm not the type of person I'm like, oh, I really regret that. Like, I don't regret anything. And I'm just like, I'm here now. This is what's up. But like, how
Yeah.
many hours of my life, how many years of my life did I just waste turning my anger on myself and just being like, saying all these things that are just
Mm.
so counterproductive. And I'm like, we got to stop that, guys. Like, we just, like, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's 2025. Like, can we like evolve past that,
Yeah. I like what you said about that our bodies are like an art piece. But for me, what came through for me when you said that was like an art piece. Like if you go to a museum, the piece of art is always going to be the same. No
Mm,
matter how much time passes, it will always be the same. But our bodies are not that. Our bodies
mm-hmm.
are the kind of art that changes and evolves, and the beauty comes with the changes.
Mm-hmm.
And when we accept that, ooh, my body's doing this now, as long as it's not a painful thing that, maybe your body's telling you, oh, hey, drawing your attention to the pain so that you can
Yes.
look at it. But if you're giving birth, if you're a mom, if you're a mom out there who's listening to this, you're so magical. You're absolutely, it blows my mind. I don't have children. So for me to like see that, the woman's body, what she's able to do and change and create this amazing life form, and now you're bringing life into this world. What? And your body did this. Your body
Yeah.
reconstructed itself
Yeah.
for you to be able to create in this way. And then we look at it and we judge it for not being what it was before this amazing transformation. And I'm like, it just breaks my heart I mean, maybe I can almost hear mom saying, "Oh, you don't really know because you're not a mom and you don't have experience but like I don't think that's true, right? I see the
You're
beauty.
right
I see
on,
the
dude.
beauty of a
Yeah.
woman and it's not just women, it's men too. As your body changes through life, love it. This is life. This is how it works.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Definitely. 100%. And yeah, I think, it's I mean, I could go in many different ways with this, but I feel like it's like a problem with our society's mental health in like just I mean distractions. I mean, like we don't need to go down like the crazy rabbit holes, but basically, like we're being conditioned to dislike ourselves so that we can be distracted, and it's
Yes.
like let's just
Yes.
let's just be
So,
there for
yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we have to acknowledge that today's world, it's almost like it has a little bit of an agenda, right?
Mm,
So people
hmm.
want to be in charge, and in order to be in charge, you have to have control, and in order to have control, you have to. It's like such deep psychological manipulation that how to control a woman start when she's young and vulnerable,
Hmm.
make her not love herself, disconnect herself from her own body so that she doesn't realize how amazing and powerful she is. And that way, she's a lot easier to control. Bombard her with how beauty needs to look like and all the products that connect to that, which, by the way, end up having so many chemicals that make you sick and dependent.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know? And it's
Hmm.
not our fault. It's not our fault because we are so young when with this all this happens. It's like we don't even know this is happening until
Yeah.
we're already down this rabbit hole. But good news is we're able to wake up. And
Yes.
now is the time where so many of us are waking up. There's a rise in consciousness and there's available everywhere. It is accessible everywhere. If you type in consciousness anywhere on any platform online, you will have list of resources available to you for free.
Hmm.
Also, for those who are, with money issues or something, or money beliefs that you have money issues because, it
Hmm.
is all stemming from a belief system.
Hmm.
All this to say is, we have what happened in the past happened in the past. Okay.
Yes.
All the things that we grew up with and everything that's happening in this world that we are becoming more aware of, we always have a choice every day we wake up and we can choose again.
Yes.
I think it was Buddha who quoted that, right? Every
Hmm.
day is a chance to start again and again and
Hmm.
again, reset. So without judging yourself for all the things you didn't know, you can't know what you don't know. Acknowledge what you do know and work from there, expand from there, and then become more aware of, oh, okay, so this product that I used for years and thought it was awesome because it made my skin glow is actually full of chemicals that maybe I don't want on my skin. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I didn't know. Now I do know. What can I choose now? But we were talking about, sorry, I kind of went on a little
No,
tangent there and
I'm
I
I'm
lost my
here
train
for
of
I'm here
thought.
for the tangent, folks. Yeah.
But like, and I'm thinking, okay, so if I could send like one message to whoever is listening right now is, okay, you are a magical being. You're an infinite being with infinite possibilities and choice. Okay, stop judging yourself. It's not
Hmm.
going to help you to judge yourself. We judge ourselves so harshly. I judge myself all the time. I wake up and I'm like, and, and I don't feel good. So I'm making myself feel bad for some reason. I'm choosing this.
Hmm.
Okay. And I don't remember exactly who said this quote, but um, comparison is the thief of joy. When
Mm.
you compare yourself to anyone else, you're just stealing your own joy away from you in this moment. Okay, so let go of all the judgment just for a minute.
Hmm.
Okay, and say, okay, right now in this now moment, what can I be? What can I choose to feel good? And then ask your body, okay, what do you need? Because it's not just here that needs to feel good. It's all of me that needs to feel good. And
Hmm.
forget about, again, yes, the world is it's hard to navigate and it's hard to break free from all the flooding of information that's designed to weaken us. When we become aware of what's happening, it's like, okay, well, screw you guys, I'm not going to be pulled into this manipulation so that you can be in charge and control
Hmm.
me.
Hmm.
No, because I'm a magical, amazing person and I can choose for myself. But it requires you to choose for yourself.
Definitely. And yeah, I'm right there with you, especially like, you know, we're going to make mistakes. Like you can choose and then make a mistake and still love yourself and accept yourself and go back to, you know, your better judgment, if you will. You know, it's
Yeah.
I remember so many times like watching my mom as I was growing up, she would like go on a yo-yo diet and then like she'd fall off and she'd be like, well, that's ruined. Better go off the rails, you know? And I'm like, but what? Now I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you know, the point is, yeah, you're probably gonna fall off. I mean, that's just how it goes most of the time, but get back on, you know, like don't give up on yourself.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big one. Don't give up on yourself. And also, if you're someone who you know you need the support to not give up on yourself, you know you need people in your life to encourage you to get back on the horse and not give up on yourself. Surround yourself with those people. That's on you now to take responsibility and say, okay, I need people in my life that if I say, dude, I am fucking spiraling, sorry, I said something. If I'm spiraling, and I need some help, I'm going to attract and ask for people that can help me. You know, there's support groups, da, 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 but also your friends, you know, without
Hmm.
being one of those, you know, like all I need you is for the support. Like
Hmm.
give support and receive support also.
Yes.
But surround yourself
Yes.
with those kind of people. And yeah,
Love
and then
that.
it's all good.
I want to talk about
It's all
triggers
good.
because I feel like this is a big thing.
Yes,
Let's talk. Let's sorry to be like yes, but let's go right in.
yes.
So tell me,
Good.
what is a trigger and why should we love it?
Okay. I'm so happy that we're talking about this. So Okay, what is a trigger? What is a trigger? A trigger is like an instant reaction
Hmm.
to an external stimulation, right? Someone says something, you got an email, something came up, and you're like, ah, and then you're in a trigger, you see red, you can't think straight, you're angry, maybe you have some like heat coming on. It's so many symptoms of what a trigger can look like for you. A lot of people also shut down and then they just kind of freeze, whatever it looks like, we all experience it all the time. Like, everybody. I've never met anyone who's never had a trigger. Okay, let's
Hmm.
put it that way. So, what is a trigger again? So it's a reaction to something that's creating an emotional response. My view on it and the way that I've been experimenting with triggers is for me, it's a mirror. It's almost like a breadcrumb that
Mm.
your soul has left for you to learn and to follow that guidance of, okay, if I am triggered by this person saying this to me, what is it within myself that I need to look at?
Yes.
And the more we start realizing that triggers are opportunities of growth, the more you kind of learn to say, okay, instead of getting angry that I have a trigger, I mean, in the moment, if you're in a trigger and you felt angry, okay, feel it, it's fine. Don't judge yourself for being in the trigger. We're human. But after you can look at it and say, okay, why did it trigger me? Why
Hmm.
would this trigger me? You know?
Hmm.
And then that's an invitation. That's an invitation to go in. And that's what questions do. When you start asking questions, you can start following those breadcrumbs. And for me, the goal is always to find inner peace. What does that even mean? It's like an alignment of my soul and just this like expansion of myself, my love, the
Hmm.
universal connection of love, because that's what we are. We're the universe. We are the universe. We're in the
Yes.
universe. The universe is within us. We're not separate from it. You know, if we're on this planet Earth and our planet is in a solar system, and it's in the universe, that means we're in the universe. And that means we're also in it. And anyway, all this to say
There's levels to
is
this.
that trigger. There's level. There's so we don't have all the time in the world, unfortunately, but I could go on forever to talk about this because it's so fascinating. What are triggers? Triggers are your opportunities to expand yourself. And
Hmm.
when we start diving into our triggers, we realize, okay, this stems from trauma. This stems from a moment in time between birth and now where something happened to me. What is a trauma, by the way? I'll just define it. Actually, I'll define it the way Teal Swan defines it. I just did a beautiful webinar with Teal Swan. She's incredible. Look her up if you don't know her. Um, she defined trauma as like an unresolved, um, I should probably have written that part down. It's an unresolved response. It's an unresolved, like, emotional response to something. So
Mm.
something happened to you, you felt an emotion, a deep emotion, and it was never resolved. It never
Mm.
came to a close and an understanding of, if you're a child and you go to a store with your mom and you want this candy and she says no, but she says it in such a harsh way. Maybe she's going through something, maybe she's not aware in the moment, maybe you didn't realize you asked like 5 times and she snapped at you, but you only remembered that last part where she snapped. And to you, it's like your mom yelled at you, she said no, but she also made you feel unsafe and people were watching, maybe you felt a little bit embarrassed, and in that moment it's like, ugh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the gravity of that moment might have been just a little tiny thing, or it could have been like, shit, like my mom humiliated me in store, and for because of this reason, anyone who ever makes fun of me or humiliates me in any way in public creates such a huge trigger
Mm.
that I see red and I like lash out, or even maybe I yell, or maybe I just go inward, or maybe I stop talking to those people, or maybe I'm not a very social person because I have such a fear of being humiliated because of that time that when I was at the store. So you can see how traumas and triggers are completely directly linked. And
Mm-hmm.
the only way to free ourselves from that is by following that trigger, following the breadcrumbs until you reach that moment of trauma that you're like, okay, in this moment, I felt this intense emotion that just was left unresolved, and it rippled in time and space to the
Mm-hmm.
now into a trigger. And so, how to heal that trauma, how to heal that energy that was created, that emotional bubble that was now stored in within you, also on a physical level, because
Mm-hmm.
it's cells, our bodies remember on a cellular level, right? So let's say, for example, that humiliation, it starts hitting you in your chakras, in your energy fields, in your energy circles here. I didn't explain chakras very well, but whatever, it's a whole other thing. But so there you go. That gives you like an indication of your triggers lead you to the traumas. And if you're able to heal it, and there's so many resources out there for you to how to heal trauma. If you generally want to heal your life and not get swept up in all those little triggers that essentially, what is it? It's taking away from your joy,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're in a trigger, you're not in your joy. Can't be in both at the same time. So if you want
Mm-hmm.
a life where you're in the joy, in the love, and just loving life, because that's what it's about. You gotta love your life. Otherwise, why are you here? If you're in a trigger more than you love your life, that's a good question for you to start asking. And
Definitely.
then follow that. Follow that. Ask questions, follow that breadcrumb trail back to the source and heal it. And there's, like I said, so many resources into how to do that. Teal Swan is a really good one. Um, and then you can have that, you can release that, and you can come back to yourself. And yourself
Mm-hmm.
includes the you without all the trauma. I call it the debris of
Yes.
the explosions of when you were yay high. What doesn't matter. It could have happened yesterday. It could have happened when you were 5 years old. It doesn't matter. So that is why trauma triggers are so important, and that why I love them so much. Because when I'm in it, I don't love them that much. But when I reflect back, it's a huge thank you for showing me the way. And we
Mm-hmm.
all have that. We all have the way. It's right there. You just got to see it. You just got to take yourself out of the trigger when you're ready to let go of it for a minute and say, okay, if it's not just there to like mess with my mind and ruin my day, if it's actually there to teach me something, then thank you for teaching
Yes.
me.
Okay. I want to keep, I'm like, I'm ready to go all night, but we're about to run out of time. So I'm just
Yes.
going to tell everybody where they can find you online. You can find Liron on Facebook, Facebook/journey to the real you. And she also has a website. I'll leave it all in the show notes. Um, thank you so much. It's been so
Thank you, thank
great.
you, thank you.
And
Ah,
we'll talk more
we'll
later.
talk. We'll definitely talk. And thank you so much for having me on the show. And whoever's listening, I hope you learned some beautiful things and I hope you remember how amazing you are. Don't ever forget